Hi everybody, my name is John. Welcome back or welcome to my channel, John Repeats, where I react to iconic music, artist albums, and other bits and pieces and put stuff on repeat. Today on my channel, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be reacting to Wicked, the soundtrack. So I'm scheduled to watch this today, the day I post this, and I'm so excited. I'm such a huge fan of Wicked. I have been since I was literally a child, and I've watched it live, so I'm so excited to watch this film. So without further ado, let's start. The first song I'm going to listen to is the first song, No One Mourns the Wicked. Let's go. I'm loving the shimmering. I love the harmonies as well. That's completely different, obviously, from the theatre version, the original Broadway cast version. I'm so excited for this already. I'm going to be dying. One thing I will say is this is such a good adaptation for a film. It really lends itself to a film. This score is just absolutely amazing so far. I know I've literally listened to it for 1 minute and I'm obsessed. Oh my god, I love her voice. She sounds so beautiful and so like theatrical. This is a completely new side of Ariana that we haven't seen for a really long time. Obviously she was on Broadway when she was a kid, but like in this context, oh my god, I am so excited. I mean, this song is really sad because obviously this is at the beginning, it's framing it in this way, and we obviously know Alphabet isn't actually wicked, and it's just the way that she's been portrayed by this like fascist regime in Oz. So it's really great to start it with that, and we can kind of dissect that story as we go forward. It shows that one thing I love about this musical is it shows the power of perspective and narratives and the way that the media and everything influence the way we perceive people.
Or do they have wickedness thrust upon them? After all, the wicked witch had a child.
Iconic line. I've seen that all over TikTok. Oh my god. See, this is the problem, is that she was kind of set up to be this person. Like, they judged her based on when she was born, for God's sake. Like, she had green skin, and they never accepted her for it. She was always ostracized because of it. And it's like, no wonder that she was ostracized further growing up, and she was like portrayed as this evil, wicked person.
And so,
what I like about this song as well is it has kind of Glinda sort of peppered within a little bit of sympathy for Alphabet, and like obviously because she understands that Alphabet's not wicked, she kind of like has peppered that in a little bit, and it couldn't have been easy. Like, she probably desperately wants to speak out, but she's so image obsessed that she would rather work on the side of the fascist regime than actually like support Alphabet through everything, you know. Gorgeous. Interesting as well with the ad-libs from Ariana, it kind of almost feels like Glinda's lamenting the fact that she did die alone. Like, there's clearly a different perspective in her head, and we obviously see that revealed throughout the musical. Oh my god! I am so excited for this musical right now. Oh my god! So the next song I'm going to listen to is Dear Old Shiz.
is it true you were her friend? Yes. paths did cross.
So this is interesting because obviously she's... Glinda, is it true that you were a friend? She says, yes. I mean, I didn't know her. Our paths crossed. So she's like really trying to distance herself, but she's clear that she has so much emotional love for Elphaba that she can't show. I love the singing again. It's so operatic, really, really different from the recording. Great sort of introduction to the story as well. Oh my god, oh my god. So the next one I'm going to listen to is The Wizard and I.
Miss Elphaba. Why, I predict the wizard might make you his magic grand vizier.
Oh my god, Michelle Yeoh. I'm obsessed! I cannot wait to watch this. Okay, so obviously this is Madame Morrible and Elphaba, and we kind of have an introduction to the singing there. And she's basically saying, obviously, she's got like this gift, this sorcery gift, and she wants to meet the wizard. And this is a great song because it's like Elphaba's like dream, and it's like what propels her forward throughout the narrative.
As you should. You will make
Also, I love that line, if you work as you should, you'll be making good. Obviously, we know later down the line, you know, truths about the regime actually get revealed. And this takes a different context when you know the story. So initially it's very tender and she's almost like mentoring her, but we understand is that she is somebody who wants that power to power this awful fascist evil regime.
Talent that could help me meet the wizard.
Cynthia Ariana's vocals, I am so ready for it. I love her vocals, even from this first few lines. You can see she's so dynamic with the way she's singing. It's a lot more smoother, and there's a lot more subtleties in her voice. Obviously, that lends itself more to like a film rather than on stage. She's just got like this beautiful textured, smooth voice, and all of that intonations are so subtle, but they really create a depth to the character. I just love it. It's like dialogue. It's like she's speaking it as the character, and that's the perfect thing about musicals is it's like the musicals numbers and all of that, they're all part of the dialogue, and it's you're suspended in belief in that, and she really does a great job of that. Oh my god! Obviously, we know, obviously, at the end of the story, the wizard is a little bit dumb and the munchkins are small-minded, but this is just a song full of hope and optimism. So she's saying, no one thinks you're strange, no father is not proud of you, no sister acts ashamed, and all of Oz has to love you. It's like she's using this dream for the wizard to escape her reality and the trauma that she's been through, living with, you know, green skin and being ostracized because of that. And obviously this has a deeper meaning when you understand the wizard and his role in the society that he's governing, and understanding that yes, if you're with the wizard, you are loved, but if you're not with the wizard, you are hated and despised. And so I love this song because of all the foreshadowing as well, subtly. So she's, yeah, potentially, you know, obviously degreenifying her if she was there, and I think she's kind of like idolizing and putting this wizard on the pedestal, and obviously that gets broken down as we see throughout the story. But it really does give a window into Elphaba's world and like what's important to her and what drives her. I love in Wicked the way that all of these motifs run throughout the songs. And they all have a different meaning throughout. And it gets me emotional. Oh my god. Obviously we know that her future is limited, and we know that at the end, but she's got so much optimism here. It's just like, it's just beautiful. I love this so far. Oh my god! And she was right, but not in the way that she thought. Oh my god. Cynthia was the perfect choice for Elphaba. This is so amazing. And I've not even heard most of the soundtrack yet. Oh my god, gorgeous. Oh my god, gorgeous. So the next song I'm going to listen to is What Is This Feeling? This is by Ariana Grande and Cynthia Ariana. Let's go.
First, darling, is Momsy and Popsicle.
My dear father,
Rise up, Mom, for I know that's how you'd want me to respond.
I love this song. It shows the relationship in the beginning of Elphaba and Glinda, and obviously like the different priorities. Like Elphaba's saying like, I'll care for Nessa, but Glinda's like, I'll rise above having to share my room. It shows like their character traits, and I love the narratives there that are running throughout. I just can't get over Ariana's difference with Kristen Chenoweth. I think it's a lot less comedic and it's more subtly comedic, but she's more operatic, and she's kind of infusing herself with Glinda, which is something I love. And from watching all the interviews, how Elphaba and Glinda have been infused with Cynthia and Ariana and their perspectives, and I think that that's like the truth of acting. Like, you're kind of like a lens in which a character shines through you, and so it's just it kind of like colours each character with the unique individual who's acting as them, which is really cool.
My pulse is rushing. My head is reeling. Yeah, well, my face is flushing. What is this?
Oh my god, it's like they're having an argument. I love that. Someone's like, well, I'm this, and really just showcases the tit for tat energy between them at this point.
Adulterated loathing for your face, your voice, your clothing.
Oh my god, their voices just go together so beautifully. They sound just like as one. It's great. And I've noticed with Cynthia, her vocals are a lot less bright compared to Adina, especially when she goes higher, and so it does create this like depth to her character, which is obviously different from the stage, you know, and you have to have that on the stage a little bit more, I guess. It's a lot more subtle, and it's just interesting. You're able to explore those subtleties more in a film format. I love the backing as well. I love the arrangement of this. I think it sounds so great. And again, it's so interesting because it's not just Galinda who dislikes Elphaba, it's everybody and all these preconceived perceptions of her, and that's something that runs throughout. So it does great exposition for the two characters, but also for the overall world in which the Satynish is. Yes! So excited. I love this. This is one of my favourite songs from Wicked, so I'm so happy to hear that Cynthia and Ariana, and also the chorus as well, did it justice. It's full of so much personality, which is amazing. So the next song that I'm going to listen to is Something Bad. So this is with Peter Dinklage and Cynthia Erivo. So Peter Dinklage plays the goat, and so at this stage, like, the animals are losing their ability to speak, and so he's like, someone's written on the board, animals need to be seen, not heard, and so this is something that obviously Alphabet understands about being ostracised, and really takes it upon herself to like start the journey and help these animals, which is so amazing. So yeah, Something Bad.
We animals are now being blamed for everything that goes wrong. I've heard of an Oxford professor from Quarks no longer permitted to teach.
I mean, I love this as an allegory for the real world. I mean, like, Nazi Germany, for example, and the way that Jewish people were forced from their jobs. And, you know, it's such a good story because it really adds that element of mysticism to the real world and real world scenarios that have happened. And it's just really, really well done. I love Peter Dinklage's voice in this. He sounds so so much emotion, so dynamic in the way he's speaking. You hear so much subtleties in this which you wouldn't necessarily hear on the stage. I've not even seen the film, but I know that Peter Dinklage is a great casting choice.
It's happening in us.
Something bad.
Love the orchestral arrangement.
I'm leaving Oz while I can still speak the word goodbye. All that bad, nothing truly bad.
I got really upset with this song.
Sorry.
It couldn't happen here in Oz.
I love how at this point she's really idealistic, and she really does believe that the wizard can help, but little does she know, obviously, at the time, that the wizard's behind it. So definitely interesting arc point. Okay, so the next song I'm going to listen to is Dancing Through Life with Jonathan Bailey and the rest of the cast. I'm so excited. Love this song. Love Jonathan Bailey. Let's go.
And the responsibility to corrupt my fellow students falls to me. The trouble at school.
I love how he's so self-righteous, and it's funny. I think that this is really, really funny. It adds a bit of humour and levity. He does a really good job with that. And Fierro from Winky Country. Oh, so excited.
Less callow, less shallow. But I say, why invite stressing?
Ooh, I love that, the way that the melody changes there compared to the original cast recording. Oh, Jonathan Bailey making me swoon. I can never date him though, because two Jonathans can't date. Well, they can, but it would just feel weird.
Unexamined love.
Ooh, and I love, compared to the original recording, you've got the plucking there, which does sound very different. It sounds a lot more like cool, you know, like cool, I'm just listening to this and not worrying about life, you know, Winky Country. It's that energy.
It's just life, so keep dancing.
I also love his accent being British. Fellow Brit, we love. And it really changes the way that he's singing, like, matters. Nothing matters in the original, but it's a lot more British, which is just a note there. I love that run! I mean, it kind of has a point in a way, like that it's better to do things lightly in life rather than overthinking and being fraught, but also it's important to try and do things. And I think that Fierro as a character wasn't really challenged before embarking on this journey, morally, emotionally. And so this is the start of his journey, but he obviously grows into a more caring person as it goes on.
Keep dancing through.
I love how his voice is so soft there when he says, so keep dancing through. And they added there, it's just life bit as well. So it is slightly different from the original cast recording on Broadway. And I think that that's great. You know, it's editing it slightly, but it still feels within the world that they're creating. And it still feels like right within the song.
Glinda, I hope you'll save a dance for me tonight. I'll be right there, waiting, all night.
Not Ethan Slater, not SpongeBob. I'm so excited to see Ethan as Bark. I think he'll play such a good Bark. So much personality even from those lines. It's so cool. I get the impression that this Glinda is a lot more haughty than the Glinda we know obviously from Broadway, which I think is really, really interesting. You know, this is a window into the way that they're going to interact in the film. Obviously, I've not seen the film yet. But I love it.
Oh, Vic, really? You would do that for me?
I would do anything for you.
I love how I love how she calls him Bick as well. That's so funny. It's such a small detail, but it shows where her headspace is at with him.
I love helping others. Oh,
See, that dialogue's different as well. I don't know what you mean. I love helping others. That is a window into what motivates and drives her as being perceived as good. And obviously we know towards the end that is what she is. She's perceived as being good when actually she's a coward. And she isn't fighting against this regime and she's benefiting from it. Which is definitely an interesting note.
it's clear we deserve each other.
They sound so good together.
He said he was too shy to ask me at first, but then Belinda and
Nessa Rose! Again, love her. She sounds so authentic, sounds so sweet. And it's just, I think this is a great casting choice as well.
Something I could do for her to repay her.
Nessa sounds a lot more sincere and honest in this recording. Again, it's like stripped out of dialogue. She sounds really sweet but a bit naive. And obviously we know Nessa's like quite sheltered as a character before she gets to Shiz, so this is kind of an introduction to her character as well. There's so much going on.
Don't tell me you have nothing to wear, because you could wear this.
Oh my god, that's where she gives her the hat. Oh my god, I love it so much.
So here, out of the goodness of my heart.
See that line as well, out of the goodness of my heart, sounds so tender and so manipulative. Love. Oh my god! Sounds so mystical.
Why I asked you here tonight?
Of course, so this is when he tries to reveal, obviously, the reason he brought her is because, obviously, he was doing a favour for Glinda.
isn't that right?
No.
I love how that line, well, isn't that right? It drops out of that singy voice and is kind of a lot more conversational, which really emphasises that line. Again, it just creates this beautiful dialogue. Oh my gosh, it sounds a lot more like disco. I love how the lines are switched up. So originally on the Broadway cast recording, it's like, let's dance, and then the instrumental happens on dance, whereas he said let's dance, and then there's the instrumentation afterwards. So, you know, if you're a huge fan of Wicked and you know the recordings really well, it's great listening to this because it's like little subtle changes here and there, which really are interesting to hear if you know the original recording. And that's what happens to Piero! Because his life does change when he's dancing through. And he does grow as a person. And I love that his A Strange Thing in Life can end up changing. Love. A hint of the character growth. Okay, so the next song I'm going to listen to is Popular. I'm so excited and popular. Let's go.
Alfie, now that we're friends, I've decided to make you my new project. Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, right? Who isn't? Less fortunate than I know exactly what they need.
Oh yes, come on, run!
Don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead.
Yes, come on, runs. I love the subtle differences between this and Christian Chenoweth's version. Again, so operatic. This is a defining song for Galinda. This is like her song, really. It shows you the vanity, shows you the superficiality, and her beginning to, in her own slightly narcissistic way, care for Elphaba.
Popular, you're gonna be popular. Everything that really counts to be popular.
Isn't it so crazy that she did the popular song with Mika, was it? And now, like 10 years later, she's doing this. Like, it's incredible. She manifested that.
Be offended by my frank analysis. Think of it as personality dialysis. Now that I've chosen to become a paralysis, staring at heights, there's nobody wants.
One thing I love about Galinda is she's so intelligent as well. She's very shrewd. She knows about optics, and that shrewdness comes in handy later down in her journey. You know, I think often with people who are so beautiful, there's an idea that they're kind of vacuous. There is this intelligence and strategy there that I think that Elphaba doesn't necessarily have, because she feels her emotions very deeply and she believes in standing by what's right rather than what she should do. Because she's having to fit into a society that hates her for so long. She just, when she defies gravity in the end, she's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do me.
For me to be who you be, instead of caring who you were. Well,
Oh, I love the note change as well. On the instead of dreaming who you were, like the who bit, she goes higher. Love it. Oh,
Don't make me laugh.
I love the. Is that a bassoon? That. It's but it's really funny. I love how Ariana conveys the passion she has. When she says celebrated heads of state or especially great communicators, did they have brains and knowledge? Don't make me laugh. She's very passionate about that, and she's very shrewd on that, and it's so true. I mean, who's in power now? Are they the most qualified? Are they the smartest? No, they're popular.
So it's very sure to be very, very popular.
Yes, opera.
You're happy, green and merry, popularity.
Yes, key change. I love how they've adapted it to showcase Ariana's range throughout. Not that Christian doesn't have the range either, but it's just really interwoven in the song. It's beautiful. I love the changes. I love how she says quiet. You go, bitch. You sing it. She was made for this part. Love it. So the next song I'm gonna listen to is "I'm Not That Girl" by obviously Cynthia Ariana as Elphaba. Let's go. Oh, love this intro. I I love how in the beginning she's whispering. Whereas I think Adina's is more projected and more dramatic in that say, in a more kind of forceful way. This is a lot more quiet and more contemplative. She's almost like recounting this to herself. I'm obsessed. I'm literally like, I can't deal with Cynthia. She's so amazing. Love the violins there. This is a masterclass in how to make a song that's already so iconic and make it your own, because that's very difficult to do. I'm Not That Girl with Idina Menzel, like, that is amazing. That always gives me the goosebumps. But this gives me chills in a very different way. She's really infusing herself within this character, and it shows. She's really feeling these lines, and it's just so beautiful to hear. Yes, runs! Oh, gorgeous. So Elphaba's like a dreamer, and she's carrying this forward in this song about, you know, every so often we dream about the person we love, but then you get back to reality. We've seen it obviously before with The Wizard and I, like, she's very optimistic and very hopeful, and this is just such a beautiful song. It also makes me think makes me feel really happy, because as a queer kid listening to this song, like, I really relate to this song. Like, I remember hearing this song and being like, I'm not that girl because I'm a boy. And it was like so dramatic, and it's so nice that she's doing this song justice for me on a personal note. And I think like this longing is something that you really experience as someone who's LGBT. And obviously I know Cynthia Erivo being bisexual, like, that's perhaps something that she taps into when she's singing this song as well, which gives it such a concrete, real world experience, which really adds depth to the character. Her vocal agility is insane. I mean, it always feels worse when the person your person that you fancy and you love chooses is so different from you, and you couldn't have two more opposite characters in this musical, Galinda and Elphaba, and so that really adds to the pain. And, you know, maybe she's tapping into obviously her experience, obviously being a black woman, and there being this beauty standard which is very Eurocentric, and, you know, I think that again adds this depth to her narrative and experience, and the character itself. It's like really soulful. This is very different from Adina's version. But he does love you! That's why I always want to scream to her as well. Oh, the violins. You know I love a string. Okay, so the next song I'm going to listen to is One Short Day. Let's go. Oh, this is different. Oh, beautiful melodies. This ensemble, oh, gorge. Love how it's all interlinked together. See, one thing I love about this song is it's so immersive and it's really full of so many visuals, which even if you're not watching the actual musical visually, you can still hear it and see that world. I think that Wicked should do an immersive experience where you can actually go to the Emerald City, because I would absolutely love that. I love that it's green as well. Obviously with Alpha being green herself, she feels like she's accepted here. I love how they list all the different things. So dress salons, libraries, palaces, museums. It does a great job of having exposition for Elphaba and Glinda and what matters to them, which is a really amazing detail. Yes, runs! At this point, they're like firm friends. You know, they're having this beautiful, amazing experience together. Little do they know that everything's about to change.
Presenting the absolute factual story of our wonderful Wizard of Oz, starring the Emerald City Players.
I love that. An absolutely factual story about the Wizard of Oz. We'll see. Wait! That is Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel. Oh my god, I'm so glad they have a cameo. That's so iconic. Yes, come on, Range! Oh my god, I love the allusion to Defying Gravity with Idina. That's so perfectly done. I'm really glad that they included this little bit interlude within it. It also shows how easily led the people of Oz are, and that's obviously carried forward in the way that they treat Elphaba under the regime. Yes, they've got this bit in, and I love how Kristen and Idina are like spearheading this bit of the song. It's great. It's just so like fantastical, that world. One of my favourite things about Wicked is that it's so immersive and it's so fantastical and magical and larger than life and gay. It's just so camp. Love it.
Two good friends, two best friends.
Aww.
Sharing one wonderful one shot.
I love the way that it shows how their relationship has blossomed in this song. It makes me emotional because like they were, obviously they're not real, the characters, but this happens so often in life where, you know, you're close with somebody and then you go through external circumstances and you're apart. Yeah, that's just really sad. Yes! Okay, so the next song I'm going to listen to is A Sentimental Man. Let's go.
For you to help the animals. I had a feeling you were going to say that. And I agree wholeheartedly.
That makes me so happy.
I love Jeff Goldblum. Can I just say I love him in all of the interviews. He's just absolutely insane in the best way. He has this sort of tone in his voice that's so like fatherly. Love it.
I'm a sentimental man. So Elphaba, I'd like to raise you.
So that's what it's all about, is making people happy. And he's so slimy and so manipulative. And we obviously find that out later.
Everyone deserves the chance to fly.
Yes, Defying Gravity reference. Yes. He sounds so soft in his voice. He sounds really tender. Ooh! Jeff Goldblum! Let's go! Liar! But he just have this mysticism and fantastical side to him. And it's what, at this point, Elphaba desperately wishes and wants to believe. Wow. Okay, so the penultimate song I'm going to listen to is Defying Gravity, the end song. This is like the end of the first act in the musical. I'm so excited. Let's go.
Why can you stay calm for once? I hope you think you're
Oh, she's so angry in this! Ah, I love it. It's because it's a film, there's more subtlety in that dialogue. She sounds genuinely so upset and angry with her.
I hope you're happy too. I hope you're proud how you would grovel in submission to feed your own ambition. Happy right now.
I think it also shows how deeply they love and care for each other. Because from Glinda's perspective, she's like, why would you throw away this opportunity with the wizard and not just like put on a face and do you have to say everything that you feel and do everything that you stand by? Whereas, and that's because she loves her so much. She's like, I don't want you to throw your life away over this. And then Elphaba's like, how can you stand there when there are animals that are not being able to talk anymore because of what the wizard is doing, and you just turn a blind eye? It comes from a deep misalignment in their values, which comes to a head in this song. Very emotional. Oh my god, I'm literally gonna cry. I just think like this version you can just hear Glinda's like really just wanting like her dream to be alive. And that's like a true friend, you know? Oh my god, I'm so emotional, I can't. Oh, so it's like the dream has died because she's realised the truth, you know? She's always had to kind of fit into this world where she felt like she didn't belong. And now she's kind of like embracing her power and like sticking true to what she believes in. And she can't go back to sleep. She can't unsee what she's seen. I think Cynthia does an amazing job of conveying this realisation that Elphaba's going through. Wow, love that run there. She's on the path, that as a character, Elphaba's on the path now, and nobody can stop her in the whole of Oz. She's ready to stand in what she believes in, which is like a pivotal moment in the musical. I am so glad that they're doing this musical justice. I'm so glad, because it means so much to so many people. It's in such great hands. I know what they say about their voices, how they just mold together so beautifully. And like, this is the point where we like wish that the song would stop there and they defy gravity together. But we know that's not what happens.
I hope it brings you bliss.
They just have like such well wishes for each other, even despite them having just this huge disagreement. It's clear how much love the characters have for each other. Oh, that's new? Oh my god, it's me, that's new. Yeah, and like she becomes the scapegoat as well because of how much she loves Glinda, which is so wonderful. Well, not wonderful, but it's like, shows how much love, you know. Sing it, Cynthia! Oh my god. I can't freaking deal. Oh god, I'm gonna be fucking sobbing in the theatre, I know. I mean the fucking cinema, I'm gonna be... Oh god, I can't even think. Oh my god, it's so good. Ooh, this is new! This is an interesting addition because it almost sounds like Glinda's like kind of in awe of Elphaba for being able to do this. Maybe she wishes she could have those principles, but she doesn't. I think it adds another shade to her character. Woo! Let's go! Oh my god! I love that addition of that note there, like it, like that how it's got higher as well from the original cast version. Like it's really adding to the tension of the drama. I'm literally fucking so emotional. I can't deal. Yeah! Oh my god, and it sounds very like glimmery again. You're brought into that magical world. So the final song that I'm going to listen to from the soundtrack is Duet. Look, I can't talk anymore after Cynthia. Fuck me. Oh my god. So final track is Ozdust Duet bonus track. Let's go. I wonder if this is in the credits. Maybe. I'll find out. One thing I will say is Steven Schwartz, amazing. So well adapted to a film. I love how it's got all of the different melodies from the different songs and the motifs run and weaved throughout. Yes, Dancing Through Life! Yes! Amazing. So that was it. That was my reaction to the Wicked soundtrack. Overall, Cynthia's vocals absolutely killer insane. I've not even watched the film yet, and I know that she's gonna slay. Ariana, fantastic choice for Glinda. I mean, people who complain about her being cast, girl, what? Like, she's the perfect casting choice. Jonathan Bailey, love his vocals as well. And those are the three that stand out to me. But I thought everybody did great. I think the ensemble was great. The composing, everything, loved it. What did you think about this soundtrack? How do you think it compares with the Broadway version, the original recording there? And let me know. Yeah, if you like this, then like and subscribe. It really helps me and my channel. And yeah, until next time, I will see you in the next video. See you later. Bye. Bye. Ooh, sa me ma major ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba da ba da ba. Like, I like that bit.